remember a lot from that sparring with
I remember
Chavez?
a lot sparring Kovalev. I remember that he
really
very rangy and he can punch. But like Golovkin, I just remember that that he put a lot of pressure. He cussed the ring really good, but it wasn't like to the point of something I wasn't able to handle. You know what I'm saying? But the craziest thing is whatever I say is like, if I say what really happened and how I felt, people want me to feel otherwise. Like, he was whooping your ass, or I heard he ran. Like they put out somebody put something out as if like he ran me and Chavez at the gym at a time. I'm like, what? It's just stuff you gotta hear. You just gotta pay no attention to it.
Yeah. How'd you end up in the ring with Kovalev?
Because when we was fighting Janeda Galaf, I mean when we was fighting Jesse Brinkley, I went up to Abel Sanchez and I rented his Big Bear gym there.
Oh, Kovalev was with him then.
Yeah, he was with Abel Sanchez at that time. But he even came down to Wild Card and boxed me there. And I was like, yeah, I want to go up there. And then when I was, I had a dude named Robert Garcia at that time as a sparring partner in Kovalev, and it was like two good sparring partners for me. And then when I went up in there with Jesse Brinkley.
Yo, they just announced the rematch yesterday, Ward Kovalev 2. From the time that you sparred him to, well, obviously his last fight against Drake, has he changed a lot?
Well, I think he had a big battery on his back, because you know what people do is like when you get to the point where at that time he was like 16-0 with 14 knockouts or something like that when I sparred him. So I was like, man, he got his record like that nice, like, you know. But you get to the beat with it, they build you up in this big bag boogie man, and you probably start to believe that, you know what I'm saying, and feeling like you're invincible, because I've been in that kind of part of my life, and sometimes you may be winning so long that you figure that you may have to lose one day. So you know, like that's the way boxing really works. But other than that, I think a change of his trainers. David, what's his name?
John David Jackson.
John David Jackson, training him, and you know, that's about it.
Obviously I'm sure you watched the first fight with Dre and Kovalev.
I was there.
Did you see anything in that fight that makes you believe the rematch is going to be any different than the way it was ending? I
mean, when you know some pure boxers, sometimes when they get to know a guy, they go like when we saw Floyd Mayweather, who had a very controversial win over Castillo in the first fight. He came back in the second fight and totally outclassed him. So I mean, we could possibly see that, or we could probably see something close to the first fight. But like, that's the thrill of boxing, that we gonna have to just wait and watch. You know what I'm saying? Because anything can happen in the ring. And I know, you know, when say a guy like Dre, who, you know, people say he got so much controversy when they say stuff about him, he didn't win and this and that, and it's like, you know, but he signs up for the rematch. Like when they said he wasn't, he said he was gonna retire and all this, and people really believe that, and then he got the rematch now, and he's just gonna say, yo, don't put out no excuses. When they thought he was gonna get knocked out, he was gonna get knocked out. He got dropped. He said which he knew he was gonna do, which was going, sometime it had to happen. He was gonna have to get back off the canvas and come back. I think that's the only second time in his whole career where he's been dropped.
I think so, yeah.
Because he got dropped by
Darnell Boone.
Darnell Boone, yeah. You know, that just signifies a lot when a guy can like get dropped and get back off the canvas. When I got dropped by Andy Lee, that's what happened to me. And I was like laughing. If you see, I was like laughing. You know what I was laughing at? Like, man, you know what? He about to come over here and try to finish me now. He about to come over here and try to finish. He think he got me hurt, man. I said, what do you do, Pete? I said, okay, you're going to really be on top of your defense. In between the punch, in between him punching, you're going to hit him hard. When I did that, he backed up off me. But, like, you know, much respect, because Dre got dropped hard and he got back up. And, you know, I think he showcased a lot of ability and durability on what he's able to do.
But they don't give him credit for that.
They don't. He would have, Kovalev would have got more credit by just stopping him. Right? He was, yeah, we knew he was going to do that. The biggie bag one whoop. I don't know, man. And I tell you right now, Ward is one of them dudes that's not like a negative dude. He's like not totally what the urban culture expect him to be. He's not ignorant, but look, he's pound for pound one of the best. He is pound for pound best now. That Chocolatito lost, right? That one day he didn't. They have him. He's number one right now, correct?
Who? Dre?
Yeah.
Actually, I think I think they now have Lomachenko as number one. I don't do pound for pound lists, so to me it's like, man. But yeah, they don't want to.